Hi, this is Krista of Be Content Yoga. I wanted to talk to you today about 5 ways you can take your yoga practice into the pool, even if you don't own a pool. So it might seem a little incongruous, kind of like my t-shirt, Mermaid Angel, but you can make it work if you give it a try. So tip number 1 would be just do it. I know that sounds incredibly easy. It's like, well, of course, and if I owned a pool, I would just do it. Except that, even people who own pools, they have kids they have to get somewhere. They have partners that need things. They have to clean the pool. We all have obstacles. And part of learning how to practice on your own is how to overcome those obstacles by prioritizing what's important to you. So you have to make your practice number 1 for you. That's why it's the first tip. Number 2, look at what you can do on land and how it applies to in the water. So I'm really used to raising my arm up and what that feels like on land. It feels different to do this action on land because raising the arm down, gravity doesn't just pull it. I have to work to put it down. So if I practice that on land and get some differences in my head about how those are going to be, it strengthens my practice. Which leads me to tip number 3, those visualizations. So can I think about in advance how this is going to be different, and when I incorporate it into my land practice, apply a little bit of those visualizations. So I'm not just practicing on land and raising my arm, I'm practicing in the water while I raise and lower my arm. Tip number 4, yoga philosophy. Part of yoga philosophy is bringing it into all aspects of your life. So it's not just when you sit in the mat, it's not just when you get in the pool, it's how can you be more caring with yourself? How can you be more focused on your breath? Whatever small aspect of yoga philosophy you can tackle, bring into your life, and then bring it into the pool with you. Tip number 5, if you're already taking aquatics classes, can you work in a posture before your class starts? Or work one in when your class is done. So you might already have an aquatics practice, you're coming into yoga, you're trying to incorporate it, just add it into a little bit of what you're already doing, which leads to, once you get all these things in place and you got a little bit of practice going, you can lengthen that before or after your classes. You can ask to borrow a friend's pool. Maybe you can go down to that public pool and do a whole practice yourself. So thanks so much for joining me. Check out my website, more of what I have to offer, becontentyoga.com. Subscribe to my channel and feel free to share this video. I hope to see you in the pool.